Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to show how you can do a no white space in a Happy Planner using an Erin Condren specific kit. This kit that I'm using right here is from Creative Cavern Studios, and I believe this is the Breakfast at Tiffany's kit. And I wanted to show that you really can do a no white space in a Happy Planner, even if you don't have a Happy Planner specific kit. And one of the things that I look for in a kit, if I'm going to plan on using it in my Happy Planner, is that I have a few washi strips that I can incorporate in there, and also a wider washi bottom, or bottom washi I should say. And you can really use up quite a bit of that space with that bottom washi by pushing everything up. What I'm actually doing here is just trimming down the bottom washi, because of the fact that the Happy Planner does not have spaces in between the days. It's quite a bit more narrow than an Erin Condren layout. And so one thing you should also make sure is that you cut the bottom washi. You really don't have to, but you cut the bottom washi in a place where it's not going to make a difference. Like, you don't want to cut off any text and things like that. So you have to be aware of where you're actually going to be cutting the bottom washi. So now what I'm going to be doing is going through and putting in my to-do headers. And typically when I'm doing my Erin Condren, I put in my ombre heart checklist first. But when it comes to a spread like this, because of the fact that it doesn't matter the way it lines up, because it's going to be a no white space, you really won't see anything. As long as the headers are in a position where you don't see any lines or any color in the background, everything else should be fine. And one of the things that I do is I work from the bottom first, and I do my bottom washi so that I know where to stop, and then I go in from the top, and then I work my way towards the middle. This way I know exactly where I can position everything, and everything should line up the way line up correctly so that you have space for everything. So I'm just going in and putting in my ombre heart checklist. One thing that I wanted to add, Creative Cavern Studios, I like her paper. She's got a thicker glossy paper, which I do like. It makes it easier to line up when you're doing a no white space. The only thing that it's kind of cumbersome is the sheet size of her kits, because they're all different sizes. But other than that, it's pretty good. Now I'm putting in my weekend banner, and I'm putting it in that white space in between the second section of the Happy Planner and where my first section stops. Now looking back at it, I kind of regret doing it this way, just because all my to-do headers do not line up all the way across, and I didn't put any washi behind it, although, you know, the weekend banner does have a white background, but I kind of wish I did it differently. And in her kit, she typically has two different weekend banners that you can choose from. This is just the one that I chose. I liked it a little bit better. It wasn't sized all the way across, so even in the Erin Condren it wouldn't go across two boxes, so that's the only thing I don't like about it. But I'm going in and putting in my little things, and I'm just kind of putting in little things here and there that just go with the kit, just kind of filling up space, just showing how I do. This is definitely a mock spread. It's not something that I looked at anything. Now the one thing I will say is that she does have black in this kit, and the icons on the black, you can't see them, and I wish she kind of either would have done them in white or did like maybe a translucent background on it so that you could see the icon. But it was, even in real life, it was difficult to see what those icons were. So once I finished putting in those little things, I just went in and put in my little things headers. And I put them right on top of the little things. That way I knew that that whole middle space where I don't have anything I can use as my to-do section. And that's just kind of how I like to plan. Now I'm just looking to see where my full boxes are. And I just wanted to make sure, I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put everything, just because this kit did have a lot of black in it. So I believe it had 4 black boxes and then had 4 white ones, but the Thankful Thought box was white. So I wanted to make sure that I balanced everything out. So I went ahead and put in my to-do headers just so that I can have the space and know where to put my full boxes. And this is what kind of where I was looking at it, and I was kind of, it bothered me that I had to put my to-do headers underneath the weekend banner. It kind of screwed me up a little bit, but I'll get over it. That's me just thinking. So now I'm going in and making sure that I'm alternating my boxes here. And sometimes I'll go in and I'll do alternating the boxes, but in this kind of a layout, because there was so much black in it, I wanted to make sure that I put all the full boxes up on top, and then you'll see in the middle section I definitely used a lot of half boxes to fill in space. And I like putting half boxes on each day. There's always something that's more important than anything else in there, but I always like to make sure I use half boxes. Half boxes are my favorite. I don't know about you, but I like them. Now I'm just putting in my little Thankful Thought box, and that Thankful Thought box says I could quit shopping, but I'm not a quitter. Or I could give up shopping, but I'm not a quitter. That's me on Etsy every day. I was trying to color block in this spread, but the way the headers are, there really isn't a way to do that. So I'm just going in and putting in the washi. The washi strips, the way she has them set up, she has one that are much larger than half boxes, and then she's got ones that are maybe like third boxes, and then the skinnier ones. And what I was trying to do was balance out those washi strips as well, because when you set up during the week, because the Happy Planner, all the days are together, it can look very cluttered, and I don't like that look. And so if you put all your half boxes all together on the same row, it can look too monotonous. And so I wanted to give variety, but I didn't want it to make it look too cluttered. And so what I did was I alternated the larger boxes for each day, and then alternated where they went during the day, I should say. And then on top of that, for all the black boxes, I made sure that all the black full boxes, I made sure that I used a lighter color washi. And then on the lighter colors, I used the black background ones on it, just to give more variety to the day and not make it look too blocky, since I really couldn't color block. Although I didn't do that with Wednesday, but we'll just pass over that like it didn't happen. So now I'm just going in and putting in some bill dues that I knew that I had, and then some labels for things that I knew that I would think that I would have during the week. I did a mock spread, but I didn't do a mock spread all at the same time. I kind of wanted to do a variety of what a typical week might look like. And also what I did was I did try to coordinate the half boxes and full boxes and labels and whatnot with the day. I tried, but I didn't. I just kind of just grabbed whatever I thought was going to look good. In Creative Cavern Studios, in her kit, she has quite a bit of variety of ombre heart checklist and not ombre heart checklist, what is it I'm looking for? Habit trackers and weekly habit trackers. And she also has like a to clean, to buy, and to do, I think. Yes. and she does them in several different colors so that you can have a variety. It's too many for me, but I mean, for someone else it may work. And she also has these larger icons, which are great. The only problem is like, especially with that bathtub, she has that in all her kits. The way it's cut out, all the bubbles are cut out individually, and then when I was trying to get the bathtub up, I had to rip off the shower, so that kind of disappointed me a little bit. But that's typically, that normally doesn't happen, but the individual bubbles are typically cut out. So, and then I just put in a post office box thing, or a post office box mailbox on Wednesday, just to kind of use it. And that nail polish is so pretty, I love it. And just the bathtub and just a mailer, just typical little things. So now I'm working on my sidebar, so I'm going to grab some washi just to put in between the habit trackers. I do like the fact that she does have quite a few habit trackers. Typically I see only 1 or 2. She does have 3, along with the 3 larger boxes that I'm just measuring to see if I have room for everything on there, or everything that I wanted to use. I wanted to use as much of this kit as I possibly could. I was trying to decide if I had space. I wanted to put in a half box at the bottom. Now I'm just looking in to see where I can put in some deco on it. Now on some of these the deco was cut kind of weird, but I think it was just the kit, and I think it was just this clip art. But you know, you live and you learn, right? Also her sidebar headers, they fit right inside those sidebar, the weekly habit trackers, or the weekly habit trackers, which was kind of nice. The only thing is I wish they would have come in a variety of colors so that they matched and it wouldn't look so weird, I guess. So here I am putting in the deco, just trying to figure out where I was going to put everything. The deco was really pretty. I totally loved it. I thought it was really pretty. I love that lipstick. I thought it was nice just having that in the corner. So yeah, anyways, this is me just trying to fit everything in and making it look pretty, and showing that I could definitely, that you can make any kit really work in the Happy Plannr and not necessarily have to have a Happy Plannr kit. So anyways, I just want to appreciate you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments, and I will try and answer anything you have. And I will see you guys on the next one.